Hello everybody, welcome back to my Maverick channel. And on this channel, if you're new to this channel, we talk about cryptocurrencies. We've been talking about digital currencies for a while. We look at trends, we look at what is going on, VCs, layer 2 solutions, layer 1 solutions, scalability, the drama going on in the NFT space, and we follow some projects specifically because of the way they evolve and what we learn along the way. Sometimes it's nice to view something through the lens of one particular project, then you view another particular project, then you view another particular project in detail, and until you develop that knowledge to sort of start to intuitively spot out which projects are actually doing something significant in this space. But of course, the easiest way to do that is by making sure you look out for the teams, you look out for what they're actually building, what's their goal, what problems are they trying to solve, what solutions, and so on. So guys, yesterday I did a video, okay, which says platforms and applications you definitely need to know about in the crypto space. And of course, it doesn't have that many views, but I consider this video very important. But the reason why I'm talking about it today is because one of the applications I talked about is DAppRadar, which is, well, they say they're the world's DApp store. Discover, track, and trade everything DeFi, NFT, and gaming. But that's not the point here. The point here, I forgot to mention that these guys have a DAppRadar token is now available for claiming. So in case, I think they took a snapshot way back in October of last year. So in case you've used DAppRadar within that time span, you can check here with your Ethereum address and see if you're liable to claiming this token drop. So yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's start off with today's video. Guys, this is Fetch.AI's roadmap right here. Now, there's a reason I've made videos about this roadmap before, but there's a reason why I'm pulling it up today. And of course, there's different versions. It's Q1 to Q2. Of course, they announced new applications that they want to bring, like Trip, which is, I think, a social media platform that they want to launch on the Fetch.AI mainnet. Decibel is a decentralized social media. Then Travel is actually travel application. The Trip application is a travel application. Decentralized delivery network, and so on. Upgrading to the Cosmos inter-blockchain communication protocol, and all that. Okay, I've talked about this in the past. Really cool stuff. But I wanted to look at is what I didn't understand this time, which is the upgrade of network to Capricorn release. Okay, so the reason why I've spotted that thing out is because Mobix, one of the ecosystems owned by a company called Decentraland that have built a product on the Fetch.AI mainnet, they actually released an update where they're saying that the Mobix miles conversion update. So they released an application where you can use these marketplace, where you can use automotive or scooters or basically vehicles that are not internal combustion engine, that are environmentally friendly and things like that. So micro mobility infrastructure. So in that application, you use that application and you acquire miles, and then eventually those miles can be converted into the Mobix tokens, which are actually supposed to be called MobX tokens. Maybe they changed that because to avoid confusion of the names, into the Mobix tokens, which eventually in the future you'll be able to convert to, I guess, real fiat currencies and so on. So this is just an update that they're going to delay that a little bit. And one of the main reasons, there's a couple of things. Increased visibility awareness has had effects on the back end. We had improved scalability. We had to improve scalability and some functionality on the Mobix wallet. Additionally, there are some users who are trying to cheat by gaming the system and so on. But our partner Fetch.AI will complete the Capricorn network upgrade in Q1, probably February. This requires changes for Mobix to ensure a smooth transition after the network upgrade. So these are also going into our development roadmap in the same period. So Fetch.AI is doing the Capricorn upgrade, and you can see this is actively affecting, which in a positive way is going to actively positively affect the ecosystems building on here. And we shall talk about another project. The CEO of this project is I think so he has enjoyed, I think, his journey with Fetch.AI to the point that he made an announcement which was pretty cool. So we'll cover that in a bit. So let's first look at a couple of articles here. Let me go through Fetch.AI's Twitter to kind of bring you up to date with some of the updates they've released. I'll start from 9th of January. So just a few, like 4 of them. So if you've been waiting for a reconciliation tool, please fill out the form linked below to be notified via email on its release. So I'm not going to go too deep into this. If this concerns you, then go ahead and check this out. If it doesn't concern you, there's no point going on about this. If this concerns you, then you know what this is. So this is just a shout out for the people out there to whom it concerns. And then Start trading today as part of our efforts to engage in a broader crypto community. Here's what you can find. Fetch.AI profile on CoinMarketCap. So what happened? CoinMarketCap has this thing actually called a real-time discussion kind of thing. So if you type in Fetch.ai, it's one of the projects that has been selected first for this kind of for this what should I call it, for the first iteration of CoinMarketCap. So you can, when you go to CoinMarketCap, you can actually go and live chat about Fetch.ai, give a bullish sentiment or bearish sentiment. It's going to look like this. So you can type in, if you're a guest, you can still comment. If you're not a guest, you can sign into CoinMarketCap and you can still do that. So Fetch.ai is one of the blockchains that has been chosen first for that sort of a pilot iteration of this product of CoinMarketCap. Okay, so we look forward to, okay, there was something here. Exactly, guys. This was pretty cool, and I'm going to go into that later. Let's look into it now. So we are excited to announce that Fetch, the native tokens, the native Fetch tokens, so on the Fetch mainnet. So Fetch is on the mainnet, ERC20 tokens on Ethereum, and on the Binance Smart Chain. So the native holders can now borrow or lend USD Tether or any other crypto using Fetch as leverage. So this is all in part due to the partnership with MyConstant. Here's more info on this particular thing. So guys, there's an article here which they've published from MyConstant. Oh, there's another tweet here. We're proud to announce a partnership with Fetch.ai. You can now borrow with 0% APR, annual percentage return, on MyConstant for 30 days to buy more of your favorite digital currencies. So these guys, they are basically, this is the article, a dazzling array. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just the first paragraph and the conclusion and the headline. MyConstant integrates Fetch.ai Fetch mainnet to unlock USDT lending and trading for Fetch community. So a dazzling array of blockchain projects have reimagined how we live, work, and play. Few, however, have matched Fetch.ai in breadth of scope. As an AI lab building next generation infrastructure on Web3, Fetch.ai has the potential to disrupt financial mobility, travel, and more for the greater good. And now it's primed to help you break into DeFi with MyConstant. So of course, I'll just go through here. Of course, this what it entails. For example, you can get loans using Fetch as your collateral. So you put Fetch as collateral and you borrow, and you can lend using that. If you have Fetch in your portfolio and want to borrow USD Tether, which is a stablecoin, or any other crypto, you can use Fetch as collateral for 30 days. They're giving, I think, a 0 APR for 30 days. So 6% APR return, 6.5, 180 days, and so on. So what is MyConstant? MyConstant is a crypto-backed lending company with a difference. Not only are we specialists in decentralized finance, but we're also reimagining what the future of banking looks like. We build banking infrastructure and products supporting the diverse assets that you use today. So from fiat to cryptos to NFTs, lending, borrowing, swapping, spending, trading, you can do it all. You can do it all with us. So this is the platform, and this is how it looks like. I'm not going to go into detail about this. I think I'll review this platform because the peer-to-peer lending allows you to invest in people and businesses around the world for up to 7% annual percentage return. All lending is backed by cryptocurrency collateral. Earn across multiple markets, spreading risks and maximizing reward. No investing fees, free USD withdrawals, 24/7 customer support, and so on. Or borrow against 60 plus cryptocurrencies. So we have some platforms out here that are trying to create this interoperable thing. You're able to lend your crypto assets. I imagine they have a vault out there storing these cryptocurrencies, and they can enable this borrowing and lending. I imagine it's kind of a more centralized thing, but invest in a global peer-to-peer lending with USDT crypto. That's what they're touting themselves as. So guys, I'm not going to go into depth about this. This is an exchange, and they're trying to do something which is, I think, beneficial to the crypto ecosystem, and they partnered with Fetch. So that's pretty cool. Okay, guys, this was the tweet I stumbled upon. Okay, this MicroRouter is the this tweet here is from MicroRouter, who's the CEO of Datarella. So you can see MicroRouter, Datarella, Mobix family staking land. This is one of the biggest staking validators on the Fetch.ai mainnet, and also spreading out to the larger Cosmos ecosystem. So this was his tweet. At a certain point in life, one is mainly concerned about longevity, i.e. the art of living longer while staying healthy and in full swing. So since we now know why we age and we don't have to, there is no time to lose to start working on it. Expect Nomics AI to start in Q1 2022. Guys, I think that was pretty exciting. So this was what's exciting. So very exciting, Michael. Is this by any chance going to be powered by Fetch.AI? Yes, we'll leverage Fetch.AI autonomous agents and I think other tech, okay? And then you can see, I think there's some more comments here. Nomics is going to run on Fetch network, if I'm not mistaken. And Michael replies, correct. So guys, this is the second product by this company, or third product being built on the Fetch.ai mainnet. So they're leveraging the Fetch.ai mainnet, which is of course very forward looking in terms of interoperability. Basically, the way they started all the way from the beginning, these guys were visionaries in terms of where they want to go. They know the technology needs to scale, and they've developed it thus far. So guys, let me sway off a little bit away from the Fetch ecosystem. Those that know Decentraland, I talk about Decentraland quite a bit. They're one of the first metaverse ecosystems to develop in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So it's decentralized plots of land, decentralized names, and so on like that. So they're going to start giving royalties to their art creators. So when you use Decentraland, you can create NFTs that are wearables, or they're called wearables. You can wear them in this metaverse or this virtual world. And I never used to call it a metaverse. I just used to say virtual world, but now everyone's saying metaverse. So I guess my lingo is changing. So these guys, for people minting NFTs, they're going to actually start receiving royalties, especially if they're the original. But I think if you're not the original, you can also receive, but you create an NFT, you'll be able to receive your royalties of these products. And I think it's going to improve the level of creativity. Some of the NFTs, the wearables we see on Decentraland are pretty cool. So that's amazing. Okay, so this is an article about NFTs that I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to just review what it's about. The title of this article is, are NFT marketplaces really decentralized? So they're like, before we jump to the main topic, which is, are NFT marketplaces really decentralized? No, first, NFTs or non-fungible tokens already came into existence in 2014 and so on. So what this article is talking about is, you have NFT marketplaces. One of the biggest ones is OpenSea, and apparently a user a while back, I think it was summarized here, looking at the characteristics and the goal of DeFi platforms, we can question the OpenSea decision to freeze the stolen NFTs. So are NFT marketplaces really decentralized? So this is basically what happened. Did they summarize it here? They should have. I think they talked about it before. Let's see. Okay. Recently, there was many attacks on the NFT industry, and Todd Kramer was one of the victims. The art gallery owner had his valuable NFT collections worth about $2.2 million stolen. So this guy made a plea to OpenSea and asked them, hey guys, $2.2 million worth of my NFTs have been stolen. And OpenSea goes ahead to actually freeze the assets. So this is the argument in this article. If this platform is truly decentralized, then how come they're able to do this? And of course, that's a recipe for disaster if you don't build these technologies well, keeping the fundamental concepts from the get-go. We're building a dystopian future instead, because it's a combination of the worst: decentralized control. So you don't even know what is happening in the background at all. Basically, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, but OpenSea has been making some upgrades. So I'm really hoping they do make some upgrades. And I like the fact that the NFTs are on the interplanetary file system. So at least where they're stored is a decentralized platform. It's not like on Google or Amazon Cloud or stuff like that. So that's at least a good thing. Then the final article I want to summarize is, this was written by Forbes, why you should consider crypto's potential plus the crimes and carbon footprints. So of course, you know, in the past, many people have come out that these proof of work networks like Bitcoin are not friendly to the environment and so on. And yet, of course, with deeper digging into the matter, you find that indeed these cryptos are more environmentally friendly. And not just that, they also incentivize people to use more environmentally friendly types of energy, because of course, if you use like solar power, it's going to be much cheaper than using the grid electricity, and it's also much safer. So stuff like that, it's going to incentivize people to really start using these types of power that's friendly to the environment, as opposed to fossil fuels and these other the type of power that we normally use to like coal and things like that. Okay, so all in all, losses from the crypto crimes rose 79%. So this is a part of decentralized finance. So they're talking about things like attacks or pitfalls that have, despite the importance of decentralized finance and being one of the most important and one of the most importantly emergent sectors in the crypto space, in one of the most sought after spaces, despite that, there's been some of those things in the general cryptocurrency space, but also in the DeFi decentralized finance ecosystem. 79% from 2020 crypto crimes, the release purport. So of the stolen funds, 72% were taken from decentralized finance platforms. So DeFi is a budding sector of the market that seeks to ditch the middleman and so on. So there's no middleman, everything happens with smart contracts and so on. But we can see that since DeFi really, the first thing they talked about was, the first NFT was 2014, but DeFi really took off in 2021. So given how nascent it is, given how new it is, it's not too surprising that all these attacks, given how fast the market was trying to adopt this space, there was a lot of things like rug pulls, flash loan attacks, and so on, and just basically your account getting hacked. So you got to be careful out there. But in conclusion, of course, DeFi is still a force to be reckoned, and we're going to see a lot more innovation in this space, just like the MyConstant platform that Fetch.AI partnered with. In a way, they are also supporting the decentralized ecosystem. All right, guys, that's all I wanted to cover today. Some updates from the Fetch ecosystem and some other updates outside, seeing what's happening out there in the crypto space, some of the arguments going on there. All right, people, take care. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.